And he said, and if there's 1,000 of you, then you defeat with 2,000. Bi-idhnillah, with the permission of Allah, and Allah is with as-sabirun. Okay, so that's another nice example of an abrogation that's clear, inshallah, in the text. Okay, I want to stop here, inshallah, anyway, but the last couple of examples that I can quickly mention in quick passing, is the example of the punishment for adultery. Initially, the punishment for adultery was not lashing. It was that a woman will be imprisoned in her home for 1 year, okay, and that would be her punishment. Later, Allah revealed another verse to say, no, lash the fornicator and fornicatress 100 lashes. And so that was an abrogation of those before. Some people said, no, it should be both, but it's really stronger to say that this was a clear abrogation of the previous rule. Another example here, let me see if I can just quickly get through to it.
Stay in a home for how long?
In 1 year. Actually, in fact, it was until death, actually, according to one verse. Now, the banishment for 1 year was for something else. Sorry. Thank you for the. Let me just double check what this one is. Yeah, so for the women, it used to be for the women. They used to be that they can find to their houses until death. The banishment for 1 year was the one that abrogated that. Okay, so the verse that said to give 100 lashes and banishment for 1 year, that abrogated the previous one, which was the imprisonment for life. I got that mixed up, sorry. Okay. He has some discussion in there about the differences between that for the free woman and for the woman in custody or bondage, because she has half the punishment is different as well, but we don't need to go through all of that. I think we've spoken about that before as well. Okay, that's good enough, inshallah. That's good enough examples for this. Next week we'll talk about the next section of this chapter, which is to discuss the abrogating and abrogated examples found in the Sunnah and the Ijma'. So these are all examples from the Quran. If you notice, these are all from the Quran. So the next section is to discuss examples of abrogation specifically found in the Sunnah and in the consensus of the Sahaba, Ijma' Sahaba. And so we'll deal with that next week. We still have a bit of time for question and answers. There's not much left of that, actually, to be honest. So next week we'll probably finish this off and go into the 7th chapter as well after it.